Hello YouTube, it's Atticus. Hope everybody's well. Hello. Today we are doing some Dark Elves, and it looks like we're going to be fighting some Dwarfs. So, yeah, this is I'd say a 50-50 matchup. It's not one of the hardest ones, but it's not easy, particularly easy either. You have a few lord choices that I find that are really good in this matchup. One is going Lokir on foot. Two would be a Malekith on a chariot, or a Crone Hellebrone. So I think we're going to try Crone Hellebrone this time, and we're going to put her on her Cauldron of Blood. So we're going to take a gamble that my opponent doesn't have a lot of cannons, and if that's the case, the Crone should be able to do a whole crap load of damage. For my infantry contingent, we're going to go... What do we want to do here? We need the Blades of the Blood Queen to help protect the Crone. We're going to go 2 Hargonef Executioners. And then for the rest of my line, guys, we're just gonna go Black Guard Corsairs. So we're gonna go a really big infantry corps. I'm gonna go 6 of these guys actually. With these 2 guys here, we're gonna try to meet the Dolly infantry line. Actually beat them in numbers. So we have that. I'm gonna take 1 bolt thrower to try to focus down some artillery, and we're gonna take us a chariot. So, let's see here. What do you guys think? Pretty straightforward army. We're really going to be banking on the Crone. We don't have any magic, but the Dwarfs have a magic resistance, so it's not usually, the most important thing to bring. A lot of, hopefully, the idea is to try to get a surround of all these different units. Wouldn't mind maybe cutting 1. That gives me 600. Maybe I could cut something else too. We'll cut that. We'll go right 800. And if we could bring... I'd like to get the Raven Heralds. That'd be really cool. But you know what we're going to do, guys? We're going to take a Black Guard Corsair. No, we're going to take a Witch Elf. So, the reason I'm doing that, guys, is to hopefully get into the back line. Now, they'll have a lot of range, though, so that's a little bit risky as well. You know what we're going to do instead, guys? We're just going to buff up our Corsairs. We need these guys to win. Oops. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to buff these bad boys up as high as I can get them to. Here we go. And we're going to try that. I'll at least give them a little bit of staying power. I mean, they're at 40 melee attack right now, so we'll see how they do. So yeah, pretty straightforward army. The Crone, along with the Hargonef Executioners, will try to get the surround with the Black Guard Corsairs. The Chariot will be doing a lot of back line pressure. The Harpies to shut down artillery, and yeah, the Chariot to deal with Slayers, lure them out, and etc., etc., etc. So hopefully this works, guys. Fingers crossed. Oh boy, I hope everybody's doing well, though. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Don't have school today, so we'll see how the day turns out. Alright. Okay, we're in business here. Map's loading, and let's get this set up here. So balance of power is in our favor a little bit. He didn't go a really huge army, so I'm hoping he went kind of elite. That'd be most ideal. So we're gonna try to see. I'm gonna try to spread my numbers out really. You know what? We're gonna have 1 guy in the middle here. We want these guys to soak up any artillery in the beginning. We'll put these guys a little bit further back, and then yeah, these 2 guys here will go on these sides. I want to have really far on that, and then these guys way out here as well. And you can see, guys, what we're trying to do is have these guys be able to come around the sides. My 1 artillery piece we're going to put right in the middle, and my Harpies, guys, we are going to put in Deep Vanguard. Hopefully he doesn't see him, which will allow me to just charge right in and shut down his artillery pieces. So, oh yeah, then our Chariot we're going to put over here on this side as well. And the Crone, put her right next to the Blades of the Blood Queen. Alright, guys, I like this army. We'll put them in a control group. Them, and them. And it's just hope that he doesn't focus fire the Crone by a bunch of cannons. That'd be unfortunate. We'll send these guys up the middle here. And then we'll have the Black Guard Corsairs come around the side, hopefully get into Rangers, Slayers, etc., etc., etc. So, good luck to my opponent. And let's see how this goes, guys. Wait for him to be ready. Do we have a observer here? Nope. Alright, so... What's up, kitty cat? Alright. Chariot is going to be really important in this matchup, guys. We definitely need the Chariot to be able to get some really good cycle charging, armor piercing into any stationary units like hammers and things like that. Even though we have a pretty good armor piercing, contingent, the Crone has some pretty decent armor piercing as well, so we should be okay on that front. But it's mostly going to be dealing with range units. I don't have anything that has shields, so we really need to get in there and do the damage and, surround the Dwarfs as fast as possible. And we need to shut down artillery with our Reaper Bolt Thrower. Let's see, where's that focused at? Wouldn't mind maybe, we'll leave it right there. If it's out of target, how far is it reaching? It's reaching to right about there, if you can see my mouse cursor. Alright, here we go. Okay, he went over there, so we're going to do this. And we'll have my bolt thrower start. Does he have any artillery? Yes, he does. We're going to start shooting in on this cannon here. We're going to get these guys into position. Oh, wow. A direct hit on my chariot. So we're going to start moving the chariot here. And hopefully, it's better him shooting the chariot than my lord, I guess. So, and we have a long journey here to start moving our troops up. So... we're just gonna, I don't want him to see the harpy ambush, so we're just gonna send the chariot in the front here. Here comes a direct hit by those. So we just need to distract him long enough to get the harpies in there. Come on, guys, get in position. Alright, so you can see the harpies right here are getting ready to land. He has his one unit of slayers coming for that group, and this one will come for here. And now we can send these bad boys in here. We'll send them around. He is targeting them pretty bad, though, but hey, we're doing a lot of damage. Alright, I'm going to have you guys here. I need you guys to come around the back here. Alright, he's broken our one unit of slayers, but that's to be expected. Them. Let's see, you guys come here. You guys come here. We're keeping him from shooting us, though. You can see he's using all his archers on those harpies, and they will come back. So where's my other unit at? And this unit came back, so we're going to land it now on this cannon. Our chariot should be getting into position here. And now we're going to put them into charge. And we're going to start charging them in. Okay, Crone's in the battle. We're going to pop our buff here in a second. As soon as my men come into range. And the chariot should come in to deal with these guys here. We're going to give these guys a nice little buff. And hopefully our chariot can make up some of the damage, guys. You can see we got a nice juicy charge into these corridors and great weapons. We're just trying to keep him from shooting. You can see we've already dealt with one of the cannons. So yeah, that's going to be shut down. So now we'll send them in. I'm going to pull back the chariots. And yeah, you can see, guys, so far we're doing okay. You know what I mean? It's looking okay. These chariots are keeping them from shooting. We will win the infantry fight. We're going to get a nice, juicy rear charge into these ones here. Just keeping those corridors from shooting. That's the name of the game. We'll have the start shooting at the Goblobber. Alright, we're going to have them come there. We need to pull out our chariots. We don't want them getting hit. And yeah, you can see right now the gates of the floodgates have opened up. We are in business now. You can see that my executioners have broken through. The Crone's still doing really good. We're going to break these line right here. I need to get these guys here. What are you guys doing? Let's get a juicy charge into those guys. Boom. Nice juicy charge. Now the Slayers are around the Crone, so I need to pull her back. We're going to pull back these guys. We're going to send these guys here. Harpies into here. Okay, now my chariot has rampage, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. We planned for that. These executioners now we're going to send to help this front line here. The Crone should have another casting of her Gaze of Cain here shortly. We've broken that line, so we're going to send these guys to deal with these Slayers. And now we will have another Gaze of Cain. I'm going to cast it right here. And just help destroy those guys. Have these Harpies shut down these guys. You know what? We're going to have you guys come back here. We don't want these artillery pieces coming back online. Yeah, and I think it's looking good for us, guys. Looks like we are going to have a victory here as long as we don't screw this up. You know, we'll just turn this to multi-shot. Have them shoot on there. Should have another casting of our Blood Rampage here shortly. And that is how you beat Dwarves, pretty much, guys. Oh, he does have these units coming back here. So we're going to deviate to that side here. I got my chariots back. I'm going to send the... Okay, so now we're going to send these here to these guys. Send you there. These guys can intercept him. And that's going to be a win for the Druki, guys. So, good game to my opponent. We'll look at the in-screen breakdown and talk about some of the keys for my success. And keys for the success, guys, was the number game. You know, we having that, you know, all these the units that were able to encompass the Dwarfs, the backline harass with the Harpies, being able to shut them down, and yeah, the Chariot 58 kills is nothing to scoff at. So my opponent went really heavy on artillery, which is really risky when fighting Dark Elves since they have Harpies. That's something you just got to keep in mind. So yeah, guys, maybe we'll just try one more here. So tell him good game. Well, I guess he left. So we'll just wait for our next opponent here, or I could just end this video here so you guys don't have to wait. I'll keep going. If you guys want to end the video, you can. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and do one more game. See if we get one more opponent here. If not, we'll just end the video. And yeah, we'll just do a one for today. Hopefully we get a second person, though. We'll give it another 30 seconds. Let's change the map up here. Let's do Pillar of Bone. Let's do that one. That one's cool. Now let's do Oasis. That one's cool. We'll do Northern Chaos Waste. I like that map. That's cool. We'll do that one. And just go ahead and get a basic build. I'm kind of wanting to use a Supreme Sorceress, but you know she has a very specific matchup. Some ones I don't like to bring her. You know, like for example, Chaos. You know, usually you just take Marathi in that case. But I like her against lizardmen. I like her against Empire. I don't like her against vampires because she's too easy to get sniped. Bretonia, a little bit risky as well. Any that has a really strong air presence, you probably don't want to do. So, all right, we got an opponent. Hello. So, yeah. Do you want to play Dark Elves? So it looks like my opponent might want to play Dark Elves, but so if that's the case, I'll change. Do you want to play Dark Elves? I can switch, if so. Alright, so it looks like he wants to... okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and start thinking about what we're going to bring here, guys. As soon as we know what army he's bringing. I do know for this game, though, I want to try a lot of Dark Rider Harass, assuming it's a very armored army. Alright, so, okay, cool, it's the Lizardmen. Alright, guys, so for Lizardmen, we are going to do a Supreme Sorceress. And the one I'm going to bring for this matchup, guys, is Beast, because I want to have some Manticores. For the mount, guys, we're going to have Air Supremacy, so I'm just going to do a Dark Pegasus. We're not really going to have her in combat. I just need her to stay alive. So, yeah, we're going to cut everything besides Flock of Doom and the 2 Manticores. We're going to have the access to the Black Horror, which will come in handy. For our ground force, guys, we're going to try a skirmish, kind of a skirmish-themed build. So we're going to take 3 Blackheart Corsairs of Handbows. These guys, do a little damage from up front. And we're going to take 3 Cold One Knights. We're going to take 2 Bolt Throwers. We're going to take the Raven Heralds. And for our infantry contingent, guys, we are going to take... 2 Sisters of Slaughter, and can we fit in 2 spears? Alright, we're short by 5 gold, so we're gonna cut one of you guys here. The Helibroni would be handy, but we need a little bit more damage here. So we're gonna have the 2 Manticores. We're gonna have a lot of anti-large options. We're gonna be able to. We need something that can just help with the ground fight. So if I could get 800 and get a witch elf, that'd be really cool. What can I cut? Boom. We need that. We don't need the damage resistance, guys, since we're going to be in the air. So, yeah, that should give us a Witch Elf. And that'll also come in handy for locking down. Like, say Krokgar comes in, we can lock him down at the Witch Elves and then collapse in on him with the Coldwind Knights. We'll have the Raven Heralds be able to do a lot of, damage, Lord Sniping or any Skink Chiefs in the air. 2 Manticore summons, and then guys, I mean the Blackguard Corsairs of Hambos will do a lot of damage. They'll be able to skirmish and separate his army, and this is the slaughter. They should be able to do the job. I'm thinking about turning these guys into actually bleak swords. Let's look at their stats here. So 25-40 versus 34-30. So we have a little bit more damage, but not enough staying power. I think that's fine though, guys, because you think about it, we have plenty of anti-large. We're gonna keep them in place because we have 2 bolt throwers, so we need to keep them alive. We need to try to hold the line as long as we can. Let's look at this guy's profile real quick. See who we're fighting. See how good he is. I don't know what flag that is, but let's see here. It's no aliases. Level 6, so we'll see how he is, man. Good luck, have fun, ready. Alright, so guys, the idea behind this build. We need to protect our bolt throwers. We need to be careful about our cold ones. Isolate any large targets. Sisters of Slaughter with the Witch Elves should be sufficient to deal with Saurus. We'll have the Blackguard Hambos to pull apart his army. We don't want them trading with skink skirmishers. That's what the manticores will be for. And keep in mind they do cause terror, guys. So now my lord, she's on a Pegasus, so she's gonna be a wet noodle. She's not gonna be able to get I couldn't afford to put her on a manticore. Ideally a manticore would be better, but it would require me to cut the Raven Heralds, and the Raven Heralds are just so good at lord sniping. The moment that he pulls his lord away from some kind of source of healing, if he brings a Krokgar, which I'm gonna assume that he will. Those guys will just snipe him, and it's just going to put a lot of pressure on him because he's going to see him. So it's a little bit of mind games as well. I like the Pegasus or the Raven Heralds a lot. So we have a little bit of a hill right here. It's going to give us line of sight issues. So we're going to have to position our army kind of careful here. Make sure we choose a good starting point. I'm thinking instead of setting up in the middle, guys, we're going to do a little bit of a corner setup. I want plenty of room for my Coldwind Knights to maneuver. Such a cool map. Reminds me of New Mexico. If it was like a post-apocalyptic land. I'm assuming this is where the orcs come from. Nope, never mind. Chaos. Northern Chaos Waste. Alright, hopefully the game will start here soon. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting pretty depressed that winter's almost over. I seriously can't stand springtime or summer. Like, I hate it with more than a passion. Like, I can't even... I love the cold. You look out there right now, like I like to play at the window here, guys, and it's just sterile, it's clean, it's peaceful, there's no one out there. It's just bliss. I really look forward to one day being somewhere where it's just never hot again. And hopefully it will be, guys. I'm 1 semester and a half from graduating, and then it's hopefully going to be Korea. And then from Korea, guys, who knows? The world will be my oyster, but... One day, man, when I'm ready to just kind of relax, it's going to be somewhere cold. Nova Scotia, Scotland, I don't know, somewhere cool. Alright, we're in the game here, guys, so let's go ahead and set up. So this is a kind of a smaller map, so, we're going to put our 2 bolt throwers here on the ends. No, we're going to split them up, guys. We're going to force him to have to react. That way, I could get a crossfire. So we are going to sit up in the middle, I think. We're going to have these 2 guys here. We're going to have one here. We're going to have the Witch Elf in the middle. Oops, we lost this guy here. So we'll put you there. We want it like this more though. Yeah, I like that a lot better. 2 spears we'll put on each flank here. Okay, yeah, I'm liking that a lot. And we're going to keep 3 Cold One Knights here in reserve in the back. We don't need to place them because we'll be able to see where he's coming from. His Vanguard options aren't going to be that great. And if he does have some skinks, yeah, we can switch these to multi-shot. Raven Heralds we're going to put in Deep Vanguard. We're going to put these guys right into the back here. And we'll get our Manticore summon. So let's go ahead and get everybody in control group here. Control group. We'll separate the Supreme Sorceress, the 2 Bolt Throwers, and then these guys here. Alright, so let's see how this goes, guys. Let's go ahead and look at what he got here. So we do have Stegodon. Oh, Lord Mazdamondi, even better. And he doesn't look like he has any anti-large options, so this is great for us. We're going to have these guys start focusing on here, and we'll start just moving the army up, guys. So we're going to go scout out, see if we see any units like that. We're going to get you guys into position here. I'll have one over on this side, and if he doesn't have any options, if he doesn't have any skinks or something, yeah, my Raven Heralds are just going to destroy Lord Mazdamondi. We're going to do a lot of damage. And he does have some skink skirmishers, but that is okay. We'll just do a little bit of early damage now. Now start wearing them down a little bit as soon as we cast this damn spell. Alright, let's block the shots, go from left to right. Look how much damage we've done to Lord Mazdamondi already. Okay, yep. Boom. Boom. And now we'll get the Manticore summon. Oh, I didn't take the Manticore. I took the wrong spell. Oh man, I'm such an idiot. I took the one that lowers melee attack. That's okay. Damn it, that's stupid. I'm gonna get these guys to surround here. We have these 2 guys come around here. These ones are not the chameleons. They don't have the inherent missile resist. But hey, at least we'll be able to win the infantry fight even better. And you can see how much damage we're just doing to Lord Mazdamondi, guys. We're just crushing through him. And we're going to shred these skinks like it's nothing, guys. This is going to go really good in our favor. We're just going to focus fire Lord Mazdamondi. He wants to be exposed. That works for me. Alright, we'll send the front end lines here to collide. What are you guys doing, man? Send these guys in here to deal with him. Him to deal with him. Got some Temple Guard here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and cast that right there. And this should be a win for us, guys. Look how low Lord Mazdamondi is. And now we're going to cast our really powerful, the Black Horror spell here. And you can just see how quickly we're just melting Lord Mazdamondi. He doesn't even stand a chance. Yeah, just have you both guys collapse on the Stegodon here. And we will cast them on there. Yeah, he just doesn't have, I mean, all this anti-large. The Raven Heralds are just absolutely destroying Lord Mazdamondi. We've pretty much just completely wiped him out. Now, he does have these Croxagars, so we got to be mindful of that. But once we've dealt with Mazdamondi, he didn't bring any healing. Mazdamondi does have Apotheosis, but yeah, just look how good those Bolt Throwers are, guys. Once he breaks, it's going to be a really big leadership hit. And alright, we're going to change you guys on to here. We need to deal with these guys. The Raven Heralds, okay, we've dealt with him. Now we'll focus on the Scar Veteran. Let's see here. You guys will come deal with him. And that will be a victory, guys. Let's go ahead and get one more, one of these here. Make sure these guys are hitting stuff here. Make sure you guys are hitting these Temple Guard. And we're going to get a nice rear charge into these guys. And that should be a victory for the Druki. So we'll get a nice rear charge into here. And you know what? Let's go ahead and cast this. Use the Winds of Magic. Make it easier to kill these guys. GG. Well played. Alright. So he's fighting to the end. I respect it. We'll get a nice rear charge here. And now that we have these guys, we'll send them to make sure his routing units don't come back. And that's going to be a win for the Dark Elves, guys. Army losses. So let's go ahead and look at the in-screen breakdown. So in-screen here. I forgot to save the replay. We'll be okay. So yeah, guys. I mean, you saw it. The Raven Heralds. I mean, they sniped him. The 2 bolt throwers. Look at the Sisters of Slaughter and their killing power. Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of anti-large options, but yeah, the Raven Herald being able to focus Lord Mazdamondi was the real MVP, guys. I feel like these units don't really get enough play, but they're so good, and hopefully, this replay kind of shows you guys that. So let's see if he wants up. So he left. So all right, guys, how about we just stop it on game 2? Unless you want a 3rd game. You stopping on 2? Okay, we'll stop it on 2. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's Atticus, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.